Rolling Stone decided to create a list, 100 of the best R&B songs of the 21st century. Now, they said the 21st century, because y'all already know, if we're talking best R&B songs and you're going to include 90s R&B, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and Mary J. Blige would have made up 30% of that list straight off the top. The 21st century technically starts on January 2001, so I do not expect to see any 90s R&B songs on this list. It's going to be from year 2001 all the way to this current year, 2024. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit nervous. I have not looked at the list yet. I will be reading the list as I'm recording this video so you guys can get my genuine, authentic reaction. For those who may not know, I am a R&B lover. That's actually my #1 favorite genre is R&B, gospel, then hip hop, aka rap, whatever. So yeah, I'm a big R&B head. Of course, I love the Summer Walkers, the SZAs, and the Bryson Tillers, but I also love the Jill Scott, the Erykah Badu, and the D'Angelo. And of course, I love the Mary J. Blige, the Mariah Carey, and the Usher, and the Monica, and the Brandy. Like, I'm a big R&B lover. Now, as far as R&B paraphernalia, I actually have a Mary J. Blige shirt and a SZA shirt, but I've worn those in other videos. So I would try to get something new just to switch it up. And I went to Spencer's, I went to Rule 21, and I went to Target. And when I say the only type of artist paraphernalia that they have is literally Tupac, Biggie, Aaliyah, and her. I didn't get any of the Aaliyah paraphernalia because it looks cheap. Aaliyah is such a beautiful woman. The designs could have basically reflected her way more than the shirts that was in those particular stores. So I didn't get that. Then with her, they could have did a better job with the her paraphernalia because her is a very beautiful woman. And if you look at the shirt, you cannot tell that is her, you know? So I just didn't want to get that. And then also they had, again, Biggie and Tupac, and it's just like, can y'all amp it up? Let's get some other artist paraphernalia in these stores. Like, what's going on? And I was going to order like a Bryson Tiller sweater or a sweater with like Summer Walker on it. It just wasn't going to get here in time for me to record this video. So I settled for Left Eye. I actually was going to use Left Eye for another video I had planned, but it's okay because I do have another female rap shirt that I planned on doing for that particular video. So I thought Left Eye was appropriate for this video. Yes, Left Eye is a lyricist, one of the best rappers of all time, but she is a part of one of the biggest selling female R&B groups of all time, and I am talking about TLC. So it's not far-fetched for me to be wearing Left Eye paraphernalia while talking about R&B music. You know, but yeah, we're gonna talk about this list that Rolling Stone dropped. And before we do that, let me go ahead and do the theme song. So before we dive into the list, let me read what Rolling Stone had to say about how they came up with these 100 R&B songs of the 21st century. Rolling Stone says, for many decades, going as far back as the 1940s, artists from the world of R&B couldn't really claim mainstream success until they crossed over to top 40 radio and the pop charts. This century, it often feels more like the pop world is crossing over to R&B. The genre has never been more successful, relevant, or ambitious. Many of this century's blockbuster albums are R&B records, from Usher's 10-time platinum Confession to Beyoncé's Lemonade to Mariah Carey's The Emancipation of Mimi. Aesthetically, it's a sound that contains variation. There's the organic traditionalism of neo-soul acts like Bilal, Jill Scott, and Erykah Badu, and the new piano-driven classism of Alicia Keys and John Legend, to the unapologetic realness of Monica and SZA, to the trap soul of Bryson Tiller, and much more. Hip-hop and R&B began to merge in the 90s, resulting in December 1999, Billboard changing the name of the R&B chart to the Hot R&B and Hip-Hop Singles and Track. You can hear that in many of the songs that made the list, including Outkast, Pharrell, and Drake. Through all these musical variants, what's made R&B great in this era has been what's made it great in every era. Incredible singers putting their stamp on unforgettable songs. To make our list, the 100 greatest R&B songs of the 21st century, Rolling Stone conceived a panel of staffers and critics with deep knowledge of the genre. We spent less time debating on what R&B was, letting our taste guide us to the music we couldn't live without. Now, I have a couple predictions of artists that will be on this list and how many songs that they will have be on this list. For starters, Monica. Monica, I predict she's going to have at least 4 songs on this list. Everything to Me, Got It Till It's Gone, So Gone, and Trust featuring Keisha Cole. Because Monica's run during the 2000s was crazy. So she has to at least have 4 songs on this list. Usher, straight up, he got to have like 5 songs. 2004, as you guys know, is part of the 21st century, and 2004 was an Usher year. But regardless of Confessions, Usher is literally the king of R&B, and his run during the 2000s is just absolutely crazy. You Got It Bad, You Remind Me, Confessions Part 1 and 2, Burn, There Goes My Baby, My Boo. Like, that's 7 songs right there. If we can just get 5 of those 7 songs be on this list, you know, then I'll be satisfied. Keisha Cole has to have at least 4 songs. At least 4 Keisha Cole songs has to be on this list. When Keisha Cole hit the game in 2006, she was giving us good quality soul R&B music. So Off Rip, Love have to be on this list. Heaven Sent has to be on this list, aka Sent from Heaven. Last Night featuring Diddy is Diddy to the end of time, but Last Night definitely has to be on this list. And Let It Go featuring Missy Elliott and Lil Kim, that has to be on this list. Keisha Cole, legit one of the greats. Mariah Carey, I predict she will have at least 5 songs be on this list. At least a good 5 Mariah Carey songs. Mine Again, We Belong Together, Don't Forget About Us, Shake It Off, It's a Wrap. I mean, those are just 5 Mariah Carey songs I just named off the top of my head. Mary J. Blige, the literal queen of R&B. The literal queen of R&B. I predict Mary J. Blige will have at least 7 songs. 7 R&B songs be on this list. She has to have 7. 911 featuring Wyclef, No More Drama, Family Affair, Be Without You, Can't Hold a Good Woman Down, Not Today featuring Eve, and Rainy Days featuring Ja Rule. That's 7 songs off the top of my head. Mary J. Blige has to have a strong presence on this list because Mary J. Blige puts out nothing but R&B music. She's been putting out quality R&B music since the 90s, and she only got bigger and bigger as the 2000s progressed. She has to have at least 7 songs to be on this list. It's inexcusable. Beyonce, I predict she'll have at least 4 songs. I Care, Dance for You, Me, Myself, and I, and probably Speechless. And that's one thing that Rolling Stone did not address in the article. I don't know if they're just choosing R&B songs that were singles, or I don't know if they're choosing R&B songs that are from albums. For example, Usher, I can expect Confessions and My Boo to be on this list, but what about Superstar? That wasn't an official single of Confessions, but that is one of the most popular songs on the album. So is that going to be on the list, or are they just doing singles only? That's one thing Rolling Stone should have clarified. But back to Beyonce, if we're doing singles only, replace Speechless with Rocket from her self-titled album. So yeah, I predict Beyonce will have at least 4 songs. Last but not least, Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys' career definitely started in 2002, I believe. 2001, 2002. I predict Alicia will have at least 4 songs on this list. Not as many as Mary J. Blige or Mariah, but at least 4 songs. Of course, My Boo featuring Usher. I Keep On Falling, even though I cannot stand that song. The only reason I can't stand that song because when it came out, they kept playing it over and over and over again. It is an iconic song. I'm sick of hearing it. I Keep On Falling, My Boo, Diary, and Some People Want It All. That's not the name of what's the title of the song? People Want It All? If I Don't Got You, that's the name of the song. Yeah, Mariah, I'm not Mariah, sorry. But yeah, Alicia Keys, 4 songs on this list. Also, speaking of predictions, I have 5 personal R&B songs that I would want to be on this list of the 21st century. Number 5 would be Last Time, Trey Songz from his album Trey Day. That's legit one of my favorite Trey Songz singles ever, because that was the era of Trey Songz singing his ass off. Anytime Trey Songz had braids, he was killing the vocals. Following the Over album, which was his 3rd album, and beyond, I feel like he cared less about the vocal performances and more about his image being a set symbol. And the vocals in his music, it kind of died down. So I prefer Trey songs during the Trey Day era. And Last Times was legit one of my favorite Trey Songz singles ever because he is singing down. That song was actually produced by Brian Michael Cox, who is an R&B legend in terms of production. Number 4 would be Maya, and no, it's not going to be Best of Me or the Best of Me remix because those are two of my favorite Maya songs. The song that I want to be on this list would be Whoa, My Love Is Like Whoa. That was produced by Missy Elliott. I love that song. It's such a cocky song. Like, she's talking her and she's giving us good quality vocals. And in the video, she's giving us a good choreography, and then she gives us a tap dance lesson. I love that song. I love that song. That was one of my favorite songs of 2003. So Maya, My Love Is Like Whoa. I want this song to be on the list. Number 3 would be LaToya Luckett, Torn. When she dropped that song had a hold on the radio. That song had a hold on 106 & Park because they played that song out. And Torn was LaToya Luckett's first comeback single after being fired from Destiny Child. And the way that song was being played throughout 2006, it has a chokehold on our community. Like, that's legit an R&B classic. People remember LaToya Luckett's Torn. Like, that is a certified classic. Gotta love it. And number 2 would be CeeLo Green and Melanie Fiona, Fool for You. That is a R&B soul type record. Like, CeeLo and Melanie, they both approached that record and they were singing. They weren't singing. They were singing. They were singing they asses off. Listening to Fool for You is just like taking a bite out of freshly made collard greens. Like, that's the type of soul feeling that I get from Fool for You. And for it to be such a singing type soul record, it was so successful to the point that both Melanie Fiona and CeeLo Green won 2 Grammys off of that song. Like, that should say something. Fool for You, that song is one of the best. It's legit one of the best. So I want this song to definitely be on this list. And the last song I want to be on this list is from one of my favorite singers of all time, Faith Evans. And it's another duet. It's Faith Evans and Carl Thomas. It's called Can't Believe. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. It's the fact, first of all, like I said, Diddy, but it's the fact that Diddy was able to take a hip hop beat that was from The Firm, the original song was called Phone Tap. That was Nas and Comega and AZ. They took that hip hop beat and gave it to 2 R&B singers and allowed them to get on the track and provide a smooth but bouncy R&B record. I love Can't Believe. Legit one of my favorite Faith Evans songs of all time and one of my favorite Carl Thomas songs of all time. I would want that song to be on this list. But that's it. It's just 5. I only have 5 songs out of 100 that I expect to be on this list. Is that too much to ask for? I hope it's not. I hope it's not. But okay, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to break the list up into 5 different increments, meaning I'm only going to be reading 20 songs at a time. And after I read 20 songs, then I'll be giving my commentary. And I might provide brief commentary in between each song that I'm reading. So I'm going to start off reading it from 100 to 81 commentary, then 80 to 61 commentary, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that's how we're going to do with this video, because it's not going to be a 3-hour long video, me commenting after each song. Like, that's gonna take too much time. Let's be a little bit more efficient. At 100, we have Raheem Devon, Woman. 99, B2K, Bump Bump Bump. 98, Ryan Leslie featuring Cassie and Fabulous, Addiction. 97, Avant, Good Love. 96, Tim's, Free My Mind. 95, Tank, Please Don't Go. 94, Jeremiah featuring J. Cole, Planes. 93, Brent Faiyaz, Jackie Brown. 92, Guadalupe, Closer. 91, Khalid featuring Black and Ty Dolla $ign, On the Way. 90, Bobby Valentino, Slow Down. 89, 3LW, No More. Okay. Baby, I'ma Do Right. All right. Interesting. Okay. All right. 88 is Lucky Day, Rosa Moore. 87 is Summer Walker, Girls Need Love. 86 is 112, Peaches and Cream. 85 is LMA, Boot Up. 84 is Babyface and Toni Braxton, Hurt You. 83 is Lloyd, You. 82 is Drake, Marvin's Room. 81 is Take Off the Blues by The Foreign Exchange. I have never heard of that song a day in my life, but it came out in 2008. But okay. Very interesting. LMA being on here. Boot Up was legit one of the biggest R&B songs of 2018. So it being at 85, I'm not mad about that. The only red flag for me was Guadalupe, Closer. They had that at 92. That is a classic R&B record. I think that song should have been a little bit more higher than 82. A Tank being at 95, Please Don't Go. I'm not upset with that, but I just want to know if maybe I deserve. Is that going to be on this list? I hope this is not going to be the only Tank song on this list. Avant, Making Good Love. Same thing with Avant. I hope this is not going to be the only Avant song on this list, because Don't Take Your Love Away needs to be up here. My First Love featuring Kiki Wyatt, that needs to be up here. Separated, that definitely needs to be up here. So I hope Avant has more than just one song on this list. B2K, Bump Bump Bump. That's not my favorite B2K song. My favorite B2K song is That's the Reason Why I Love You. You know, the video where they're all wearing Lakers jerseys and they're playing on the basketball court, and then Naya Rivera is the main leading girl in the video. So I hope That's the Reason Why I Love You is on this list as well. I have a feeling that that might be the only B2K song on this list. 3LW, that took me out. I was not expecting it. The only reason why it took me out is because of Keely and her list. You know, I'm getting a little tired of the broken promise this. So yeah, and did y'all know that Cameron was a writer on that song? Who would have thought that? I just found out on the IG page. I was like, what? That's wild. Oh, and Summer Walker, Girls Need Love. Here's the thing. Because I'm a big Summer Walker fan. All right, here's the thing. I don't expect this list to have a whole bunch of Summer Walker songs because she's a relatively new artist. But Session 32 has to be on this list. It's like unnegotiable. That's one of the biggest Summer Walker songs ever. Everybody loves Session 32. Lloyd being at 83, I don't have a problem with that. First I was going to say I think Lloyd, You should be a little bit higher, but 83 is a respectable spot. My only thing is I hope this is not the only Lloyd song on this list. I need to have Lloyd featuring Ashanti Southside. That is legit one of my favorite songs. I don't know what's up with me and R&B duets. I just love them. Maybe because both singers are bringing the energy of I'm finna kill this track, so they're gonna provide as much vocal performances as possible, and that being incorporated into a smooth R&B beat. I don't know. I just love R&B duets. Southside definitely needs to be up here. But okay, just a very interesting start. So now we're gonna go from number 80 to 61. So 80 is Sharon Jones and the Dap King, How Long Do I Have to Wait for Love? 79 is India.Arie, Brown Skin. 78 is Pretty Ricky, On the Hotline. 77 is Dwale, Find a Way. 76 is Cisco, Incomplete. I don't know why Incomplete is up here because this song came out in 1999. This is not a part of the 21st century. I did not expect to see any 90 songs be on this list, but okay. 75 is Janelle Monáe, Tightrope. 74 is T-Pain, Buy Your Drink. 73 is Bryson Tiller, Exchange. 72 is Amy Winehouse, Tears Dry on Their Own. 71 is Ray J, One Wish. 70 is Tiana Taylor, Gonna Love Me. 69 is Jay Holiday, Bed. 68 is Sierra featuring P.D. Pablo, Goodies. 67 is Ari Lennox, Whipped Cream. 66 is Joe, I Wanna Know, another song that came out in the 90s. So why is this on the list as well? Okay. 65 is Outkast, Prototype. 64 is Her, Every Kind of Way. 63 is Money Long, Hours and Hours. 62 is Jhené Aiko, The Worst. 61 is Mario, Just a Friend. All right, I didn't know Mario, Just a Friend was gonna have a spot on this list, but here it is. My whole thing is, okay, if Mario, Just a Friend is on this list, then Let Me Love You has to be in the top 20. This better not be the only Mario song on this list. Like, Rolling Stone, get it right, get it right, get it tight. Her, Every Kind of Way. I was not expecting that song to be on this list. I would have thought it was been Best Part, but I assume Best Part, it has to be at least in the top 30. Or Focus. I would have replaced this song with Focus instead of Every Kind of Way. Every Kind of Way is a cool song, but definitely Focus. Or Damage. They could have put Damage and replaced up Every Type of Way. You know, Joe and Cisco, like I said, those songs came out in the 90s, and them being on this list is taking up space for other songs that came out in that actual 21st century to be in this spot. So I love Joe. I love Cisco. Joe is legit one of the best male vocalists ever. Like, he's top 5 and he's not number 5. I just would have chose a better song. They could have replaced that song with Joe and Mariah Carey, Make It Last Forever. I'm just saying. Sierra Goodies. Now, that was Sierra's debut single. I'm a little bit nervous because I just hope at least Body Party is on this list. But also, one of my favorite Sierra R&B songs of all time, at least have Like a Boy be on this list. She snapped with Like a Boy. So I don't know. I don't think Sierra's gonna have that many R&B songs be on this list, but I would say at least those 3. In addition to Goodies. Jay Holiday, I'm glad they're giving Jay Holiday his flowers because he had a good R&B run and he's highly underrated. I'm glad Tiana Taylor is on this list. Gonna Love Me. I don't have a problem with it being at number 70 considering that it came out in 2018. Amy Winehouse, I don't know why this song is on this list, or I don't know why she's on this list. I would have removed her. RIP to Amy Winehouse, but no. T-Pain, Buy You a Drink. Personally speaking, I would not have chose T-Pain, Buy You a Drink to be on this list. I would have chose I'm Sprung. But Buy You a Drink was way more successful than I'm Sprung, so I don't have a problem with it being on this list. But I'm Sprung is just one of my favorite T-Pain songs. And also with India.Arie had a major R&B run in the early 2000s. So I hope Brown Skin is not the only song I'm going to see on this list, but I feel like in my spirit it is. You know, I'm just thinking of Chocolate High featuring Music Soul Child. I'm thinking Video. I'm thinking I Am Not My Hair. I'm thinking The Truth. You know, India.Arie got some joints. But I really feel like Brown Skin might be the only song on this list. And if so, that's so unfair, and the people at Rolling Stone, y'all need better taste. But all right, we're not going to dwell on it too much. That was 80 to 61, so now we're going to start at 60 and end at number 41. 60 is Sierra, Body Party. Oh, now that I just spoke that right up. Okay. 59 is Shanti, Happy. 58 is Maya, Cases of My Ex, What You Gonna Do. 57 is Keisha Cole, Love. 56 is Monica, So Gone. 55 is Little Mo featuring Fabulous, Forever. I didn't think that was going to be on here. Okay, Rolling Stone, y'all got some taste. 54 is Tamia, Stranger in My House. 53 is John Heem, Put That Woman First. Okay, John Heem. 52 is Floetry, Say Yes. 51 is Tyrese, How We Gonna Act Like That. Okay, taste. I'm digging it. Okay, they did their homework. 49 is Jill Scott, A Long Walk. 48 is Raphael Sadiq featuring D'Angelo, Be Here. 47 is Steve Lacy, Bad Habit. 46 is Tweet featuring Missy Elliott, Oops Oh My. 45 is D'Angelo featuring The Vanguard, Really Love. Okay, D'Angelo, getting his flowers on this list. I ain't mad at it. 44 is Childish Gambino, Redbone. 43 is Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married, another 90s song. This came out in 1999. What is it doing on this list? Taking up space. I love Jagged Edge, but that ain't it. 42 is The Weeknd, Wicked Games. 41 is Neo, So Sick. Very interesting. First off, with The Weeknd, I have a love-hate relationship with The Weeknd. One, he keeps trying to market himself as this generation's Michael Jackson. You will never be. Hang it up. Number 2, he tried to come for the king of R&B, Usher. He tried to make it seem like Usher bit off his style because he recorded a song called Climax. Sir, Climax came out way before you were even a developed artist. Don't come for Usher. please humble yourself, please. So with that being said, I can't stand The Weeknd on that sense, but I'm never going to deny his musical talent. I just wouldn't have chose Wicked Games to be on this list. I would have chose two of my favorite Weeknd songs would be Tell Your Friends and What You Need, but I'm not mad at Wicked Games to be on this list. You know, it is what it is. Steve Lacy, Bad Habit, that's a little bit too high. Jill Scott has her first entry at 49. Okay, I just hope that's not the only Jill Scott song on this list. You know, I could just think of Golden. I can just think of The Fact Is I Need You. I can just think of Crown Royal on Ice. I can just think of her very first hit single, You're Getting in the Way. I just feel like that might be the only Jill Scott song on this list. And if it is, that is quite unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Ashanti, Happy. Like I said with Sierra, I hope that's not going to be the only Ashanti song on this list, because Ashanti got cuts. Rain on Me, Good Good, Only You, Baby. Like, you know, Ashanti got cuts. Like, she was our R&B princess in the early 2000s. So Maya's got her first entry on this list, Cases of My Ex. I love that song, but as I said, Whoa needs to be on this list. And if it's not Whoa, Best of Me, Part 1 and Part 2. I just feel like this might be the only Maya song on this list. Keisha Cole, Love at 57, that's too low for me. Love needs to be at least in the top 20, at least. And I hope this better not be Keisha Cole's only entry, because as I said earlier, Keisha Cole got hits on hits on hits on hits in terms of R&B in the 21st century. Also, same thing with Monica, So Gone, that's too low. So Gone needs to be at least top 20. That's too low for me. And this better not be Monica's only entry either. I love the fact that Jaheim is up here. I just hope that that's not the only Jaheim song on this list, because Jaheim got some deep cuts. I'm talking about Could It Be, Age Ain't a Factor, Gotta Find My Way Back, anything featuring Next. I feel like this might be the only Jaheim song, and if so, that's so unfortunate. Put That Woman First is one of those joints though, but Jaheim definitely needs more flowers in terms of R&B. Let's go from top 40 to 21. It's dwindling down. Jesus, it's dwindling down fast. Number 40, Music Soul Child, Love. 39, Bilal, Soul Sister, Taste. Bilal being at 39, I love that. Estelle featuring Kanye West, American Boy, that is 38. 37 is Snow Allegra, I Want You Around. 36 is Anthony Hamilton, The Point of It All. 35 is Carl Thomas, I Wish. We're close. I thought, can't believe it's going to be up here, but we got I Wish. It's okay. Genuine Differences is going to be at 34. Taste, that's like one of my favorite Genuine songs. Fantasia, When I See You, 33. That's a little bit too low for me. Okay. Anne-Marie, One Thing is at 32. 31 is Rihanna, Needed Me. 30 is The Dream, Falsetto. 29 is Silk Sonic, Leave the Door Open. 28 is Chris Brown, Yo, Excuse Me Miss. 27 is Beyonce, 1+1. 26 is Jasmine Sullivan, Pick Up Your Feelings. 25 is Usher, You Don't Have to Call. 24 is Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name. 23, Janet Jackson, All For You. Huh. Okay. 22 is Sir, John Redcorn. 21 is Destiny's Child, Cater From You. All right, we got a couple problems. I have yet to see a Mary J. Blige song, and we're already at number 21. We already made it through 70% of this list, and I have yet to see a Mary J. Blige song. I have yet to see a Mariah Carey song. 70% of the list done. No Mary J. Blige, no Mariah Carey. Love Janet Jackson, Queen of Pop. All For You is not an R&B song. All For You is a pop song. Now let's get the distinction clear. There are some fast-paced R&B songs on this list, like Sierra, Goodies, 3LW, Baby I'ma Do Right, Ashanti, Happy, fast-paced R&B songs. All For You is not a fast-paced R&B song. All For You is strictly a pop record, so it should not be on this list. They could have chose Janet Jackson, Would You Mind? That was a R&B song from the same album that All For You was on. So I don't know why they chose All For You. I don't know why they did that, because that's not R&B. That is pop. Black people sing pop music as well. And they need to make sure that they understand that just because a black person is singing a fast-paced song, does that mean it's automatically R&B or automatically hip-hop? All For You is a pop song, okay? All right. So Janet, I Love You, you should not have been on that list. If it was Would You Mind? Yes. All For You? No. So Alicia Keys and Beyonce, they got their entries on this list. Chris Brown had his first entry. I don't know what's up with my mind, because I literally forgot all about Chris Brown. I didn't even give a prediction of Chris Brown as far as like artists that I assumed to have multiple songs on this list. Chris Brown is legit an artist that I would think would have more than just one song on this list. But for that to be his first entry, we already at the top 20. Y'all, I'm getting nervous. Rolling Stone, oh, I'm getting nervous. Fantasia, I would have bumped that up a little bit higher. When I See You could be easily in the top 20, easily in the top 20, but it's okay, it's okay. Snow Allegra at 37, she needs to be bumped down. Snow Allegra, I would have put her in the 70s. 37 is a little too high. I'm so glad Bilal is receiving his flowers. Bilal is legit one of the best soul singers of all time. That man can sing his ass off. And Soul Sister, oh, that stays on repeat. You gotta love Bilal. Gotta love Bilal. Music Soul Child Love. This is another person. Music Soul Child definitely deserves to have more than just one song on this list. All right, so now we are in the top 20. I'm gonna split this up. I'm gonna do 20 to 11, give my commentary, and then I'm gonna do the top 10 and do my commentary. All right, so number 20, we got Michael Jackson, You Rock My World. Number 19, we got SZA, Snooze. For those that follow me, watch me, y'all know I don't play about SZA, and Snooze is one of my favorite SZA songs. Number 18 is Solange, Crane in the Sky. Number 17 is Toni Braxton, He Wasn't Man Enough for Me. Number 16 is Maxwell, Pretty Wings. Number 15 is Aaliyah, Rock the Boat. Number 14 is Beyonce, Love on Top. Number 13 is Daniel Caesar and Her, Best Part. Number 12 is Pharrell Williams and Jay-Z, Frontin'. I love that song. That's like one of my favorite songs of all time. Oh my God. I love that song. And number 11 is Miguel, Adorn. Okay, so Beyonce got another entry up here, Love on Top. Solange got her first entry up here, Cranes in the Sky. Cranes in the Sky is legit a hit. Let's be clear, it's legit a hit. I would also love Solange Tony to be up here, because first of all, I love So Halle and Street Dreams. That's like one of my favorite Solange albums. But A Seat at the Table, it was very commercially successful, so I can understand why Cranes in the Sky is up here. SZA, Snooze being the only SZA song on this list. I'm surprised The Weeknd isn't up here. I'm surprised Love Galore isn't up here. I'm also surprised that Broken Clocks isn't up here. But okay. Maxwell, Pretty Rings. Okay, so this is Maxwell's first entry. I'm assuming first and only entry, because now we're about to be in the top 10. Bad Habits needs to be on this list, but also Fortunate needs to be on this list. A Woman's Worth needs to be on this list, and Fistful of Tears need to be on this list. So Maxwell only having one song on the 100 greatest R&B songs of the 21st century, I'm not okay with that. So it's like Monica only has one song, Keisha Cole, Jill Scott, Bilal, Maxwell, who else did I say? Fantasia, Jasmine Sullivan. All of those artists need more than one song on this list. I'm not upset with the list, but then at the same time, it's kind of like you guys missed the opportunity to actually put the right songs on this list. Aaliyah, Rock the Boat. I love Rock the Boat. I love Aaliyah, but also Can I Come Over? I Miss You. I Care for You. More Than a Woman. We Need a Resolution. It's a hate-love relationship I got with this list because they are skipping over a lot of jams. As I said earlier, Daniel Caesar and Her Best Part. I knew that song had to be up here, and I think I said top 20 or top 30. I can't remember exactly what I said, but I knew that song had to be up here. Miguel Adorn. I mean, I'm not mad at that being at number 11. Like, that song is just absolutely beautiful. Beyonce has another entry on here. Love on Top. We still have yet to see Mariah Carey, and we already in the top 10. We still have yet to see Mary J. Blige, and we already in the top 10. Problem. We already seen Beyonce twice, technically 3 times on this list. Love on Top, Destiny's Child, Cater From You. And there was another Beyonce song. I can't remember what it was. It was through 30 to 21. I can't remember what it was. But the point being, we still have yet to see Mary J. Blige and Mariah Carey. And they should have had multiple entries in this 100 R&B song list. At least Mariah and Mary. I know I've been saying a couple of artists deserve more than one entry, but at least Mariah and Mary should have had multiple entries on this list. So let's go ahead and let's see what the top 10 is talking about. So number 10, we have Brandy, Full Moon. This is Brandy's first entry on this list. I have not said Brandy's name throughout the duration of this entire video. Full Moon, this is Brandy's first entry, and she is at number 10, okay? Erykah Badu, Bag Lady, is at number 9. Number 8 is John Legend, Ordinary People. Number 7 is Alicia Keys, Fallen. Number 6 is Frank Ocean, Thinking About You. Okay, number 5... All right, hold on. Okay, hold on. Well, okay. I'm sorry. Number 5 is Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. Why is this at number 5? It definitely deserves to be in the top 5, but I would have put this at number 2. Why is We Belong Together at number 5 and not number 2? Low key, We Belong Together could be number 1. Should be number 1. I mean, it's been number 1. I wouldn't put it at number 5. This is the first time that I'm saying Mariah Carey's name. So this is Mariah Carey's first entry on this list. Okay. Number 4 is Mary J. Blige, Be Without You. This is my first time saying Mary J. Blige's name while reading this list. This is Mary's first entry on this list, and it's at number 4, and it's Be Without You. No More Drama, No Family Affair, Can't Hold a Good Woman Down. Okay, all right. Number 3 is Beyoncé, Dangerously in Love. Okay. Beyonce, Dangerously in Love. Let me keep going. Number 2 is D'Angelo, Untitled, aka How Does It Feel? Okay. Respectable. D'Angelo has had multiple entries on this list. I'm not mad at that, but at the same time, like, damn. Like, I love D'Angelo, like one of the best singers ever, but okay, let me finish. Who's at number 1? Number 1, the king of R&B, Usher, Confessions Part 2. Usher takes the crown as number 1 of the 100 best songs, R&B songs of the 21st century. Okay, hold on, it's a lot to discuss. All right, Dangerously in Love is too high. I wouldn't even put Dangerously in Love on this list considering like that's literally one of my least favorite Beyonce songs. I like when she performs it live. I just don't care for the regular version of the song. I don't know, maybe because I heard the song way too many times. Dangerously in Love being at number 3, no. No. I can understand if it was probably Me, Myself, and I, but regardless, Beyonce is too high. Way too high. I would have put Beyonce at number 5. Low-key, I would have put Beyonce at number 10. Mariah Carey, definitely. I love D'Angelo, but I would have moved Mariah Carey up to number 2. I would have moved Mary J. Blige up to number 3, and then I would have put D'Angelo up at number 4. Mary J. Blige and Mariah Carey, the fact that they are only on this list one time, that's not okay with me. That is not okay with me. I disagree with that. I mean, Mary J. Blige, when she was at the Super Bowl in 2021, she performed No More Drama and she performed Family Affair. Like, come on. Those songs needed to be on this list, at least. I personally don't feel like Be Without You is Mary J. Blige's biggest hit. I guess it's the most recognizable hit among this generation when it comes to Mary J. Blige, but Mary only having one song on this list is not okay with me. I love Frank Ocean. Thinking About You is way too high. Thinking About You is not top 10 material. I can understand it being top 20 or top 30 even, but Frank Ocean being in the top 10, too high. Way too high. Way too high. Alicia Keys, Falling. I said that earlier. I kind of knew Alicia Keys was going to be up here for the song Fallen. John Legend, Ordinary People. That was legit my first time saying John Legend's name, so that is his first entry of this list, which is crazy because Ordinary People is not even his best song. It's his most commercially successful song, but it's not even the best song. I would have chose Baby When I Used to Love You. I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of conflicted with this list because Keisha Cole definitely needed more than one song. Monica definitely needed more than one song. Mary J. Blige and Mariah Carey definitely needed to have more than one song on this list, especially Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige is the literal queen of R&B. And I think it's extremely unfair that both Beyonce and Alicia Keys have multiple entries on a R&B song list compared to Mariah Carey and Mary J. Blige. That's not right. Jasmine Sullivan definitely needed more than one song on this list. I'm thinking of 10 Seconds. I'm thinking of Burn. I'm thinking of Lions, Tigers, and Bears. I'm surprised that song wasn't on here. Like, I'm not mad at the list, but I'm also not pleased by it. I'm definitely not pleased by it. I didn't say Faith Evans' name not one time while reading this list. Not one time. I Love You could have been up here. Can't Believe could have been right here. Again could have been up here. Gone Already could have been up here. I didn't say Kelly Price's name. I didn't say Ledisi's name. I didn't say Heather Headley's name. I only said Chris Brown's name one time, which is crazy to me. Take You Down was not up here. Grass Ain't Greener on the Other Side wasn't up here. I'm underwhelmed. Very underwhelmed with this list, Rolling Stone. But okay. That is the 100 greatest R&B songs of the 21st century. Can you think of an artist that should have had more than one song on this list? Definitely Chris Brown, definitely Bryson Tiller, definitely Jasmine Sullivan, definitely Monica, definitely Keisha Cole. And who got snubbed from the list that you would have loved to see up here? For me, Faith Evans and LaToya Luckett. And Melanie Fiona. I didn't say Melanie Fiona's name not one time during this list, and that is crazy. It kills me. Wrong Side of a Love Song. Hey, yo. I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but I appreciate you guys for making it all the way to the end of this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. The links are in the description box below, and I will see you on the next episode.